What questions are you asking?
It's basically about anything that's important to you.
Oh, wow.
It's something that, well, one way is to think about it is like something that if you found out wasn't true tomorrow would change your behavior. Um,
Wow. Okay. Am I allowed to swear?
Fuck no.
Hell no. They can eat my asshole. Just got to keep it entertaining.
so is there an idea that comes to mind about something that,
If I found out wasn't true tomorrow, would I change my behavior?
yeah,
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm in the process of changing my behavior now. I I'm just about to turn 46, and I drank for 20 years, so sobriety, I've changed my behavior. But I think if I found out stuff that wasn't true, or I thought was true, wasn't true, yeah, I would. I definitely would.
okay,
I think it depends. I mean, that's such a loaded question, but yes, I definitely would. Yeah.
okay, all right. So yeah, so what do you like? What? Okay, so I mean, you mentioned sobriety, so
Hmm?
yeah, so how would we tie that? So, like, what would be a truth claim about maybe perhaps your sobriety or that you may that
I realized how much time I wasted. I mean, being as old as I am, I realized spending 20 years on something that has no payoff
mhm.
was kind of a waste of time.
Okay, so maybe we could I guess we could structure it by the truth claim. I might try to get it down to like one sentence about like time. Maybe there's something about time. The amount of
What caused you to stop?
I hit rock bottom. I kept on hitting rock bottom. I ended up in rehab 3 times. And I blew through all my money, and it was just situation after situation after situation to where I just said I'm done.
mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay, so
Doesn't mean, I mean, quitters never win, so I don't know if I'll ever win since I quit. So, I might have to go hit that Mad Dog 22 pretty hard.
yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, so I guess usually one of the first things I'll ask is like, well, what is maybe one of the main reasons for the this belief or this
My my belief, well, like specifically, like as far as changing, or just in general, or alcohol, or
um, yeah, like
um, you see all the bad side effects. You see all the damage it does. I think at a certain point, it turns out into being like damage control,
mhm,
as far as your life goes. Uh, so I think it's at some point you just want to get off the shit show.
yeah.
So that's what I did.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, so like so what I guess sometimes we'll ask like, well, what is the confidence on this in this claim? Like how confident would you say like if we were to say on a scale of 1 to 100, like if 1 is you're not at all certain in the claim and 100 is you're absolutely certain, like do you have a place
I'd,
you could put yourself on
I'd
that?
probably say 70%.
Okay.
Because nobody knows the future. Nobody knows like what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like nobody knows like if you do this or if you do that, how the outcome's gonna be.
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah, theoretically, changing your life through sobriety will improve your life, but I don't feel like there's no guarantee. You
Okay.
know, I think it's the thought process that changes. The way you think, the way you look at the world changes. But I
Okay.
think the biggest thing is when you are able to actually stop and look at your life. um, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing at the same time. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so 70%. So, um, hmm. So, is there? Hmm. How? Um, hmm. Is there anything that would, I guess, maybe raise your confidence in this belief being true? To get,
Well, I mean, if all there's in the program, there's a promises that they say once you complete the program or your 12 steps, you'll see all these things come to fruition. So I would say if those things happen in my own personal life, then yeah, I would say it'd be 100% at that point.
oh, okay.
So, but I think it really depends on what happens, you know? So, yeah.
Okay. Um, Anything that would lower it? Maybe below 70%, somewhere?
If those things didn't come true. So if I did everything that I was supposed to and then they don't happen, then it's kind of like, well, fuck it, you know? Especially when you get to be a certain age, you know? I mean, if I was in my 20s and 30s, it would be different, but being almost 50 years old, it's different, you know? I mean, I've lived a long time, so, you know, if you know that it's not going to pay off, then you might as well just get the fuck it's and party. So I should go to 7-Eleven and get fucked up right now. You know, or like pass out in the parking lot from drinking Mad Dog. Or
Yeah.
Colt 45, either way.
Okay. All right. So do you have any?
How much do you struggle with it? Like, is it like
I
a struggle?
Not anymore. Like I don't crave it anymore. I don't physically crave alcohol anymore. So, and I never got the DTs. I never got any of the side effects. And I was drinking like a gallon of vodka a day. So I was hitting that shit pretty hard. But yeah, yeah.
And the reason why you decided to change was because you hit rock bottom.
hmm
And so what do you attribute your success to?
I'm very determined. Like when I want something, and I'm very I guess resilient is a good word, and what's that? Resourceful. Very resourceful. So yeah.
Can I ask like maybe a sensitive question?
Sure.
You don't have to answer it.
Sure.
If somebody were to say that they couldn't change under their own willpower, how much would you agree with that?
I would agree because if I would have changed by my own doing, I would have changed it already.
Well, you said that it was because of your determinism.
True. I mean, I guess then it's spiritual. So if I didn't do it, because if I didn't do it after 20 years, that's yeah. I guess I never thought about that. So yeah. Then that has to be something outside of myself. I mean, I believe in God. I believe there's something that created me. I didn't create me, you know. I wouldn't have created a shit show. Or maybe I would have for laughs, but not to live your whole life like that, you know. So,
Well, it sounds like you've made some positive change, and I commend you for that.
yeah, yeah. It's as long as I don't have cravings, I'm fine, you know. But I think being so close to Aurora and downtown and Lake City Way, you see a lot, and you're like, nope, I don't want to go down that road, you know. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say it has to be God. It has to be something that changed me because I never wanted to change. And just the fact that like I don't crave alcohol anymore or it doesn't sound good. And I smelt beer earlier and it kind of triggered me for a second. But after that, I was kind of like, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
So, where could we go? Um, yeah. So maybe. What about?
Are you okay continuing?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm just my sponsor, but I'm good on time.
How much of it is your own determinism and how much of it is God?
I would probably say that's a hard question. I mean, I would say I think nothing happens without God, but then God also gives people their free will, but then God also creates you. So that's kind of like saying, does the chicken come before the egg or the egg before the chicken? Or if a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? I don't know. I would say a lot of it from him, you know, because I was never really determined to improve my life before. Never.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of good with just maintaining, you know.
Okay.
So yeah,
Huh.
yeah, and being lazy.
I'm getting the next one lined up.
Oh yeah,
Okay. So,
yeah.
huh. So you think? Okay. So that's where you think your motivation comes from.
It
You
has to
talk
be
to.
from God, because I should have died.
Oh, okay.
You know, how do you drink for 20 years and have no cirrhosis? You don't get the DTs, you don't get the shakes, and then your cravings are gone. And I'm not even on medicine for it,
Yeah.
and it just is gone
Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure.
within 90 days. 93 days I've been sober.
Oh, okay. So, and was there something that happened in those last 93 days that you would attribute to some
I
particular?
mean, I live in sober living, and I'm doing an AA program, and I'm
Okay.
working all that stuff.
Okay.
You know, and I have a therapist, a doctor, a dietitian. I'm on meds. I have a case manager. I have a lot of people in my life. So, I mean, I'm sure that helps. But would I say I'm happy? I'm probably unhappy most of the time. I just don't feel like drinking. So, you know. So, and I don't know if that comes from just not wanting to start over again. I don't want to start over again. You know, that's addiction. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So,
Any other questions?
well, I think I'm probably getting through most of the questions, but I was wondering, well, is there anything that maybe you thought that I should ask you that maybe I haven't brought up yet that you think would?
I would just say don't ever drink.
Okay.
You know, I would say to anybody watching, don't ever drink, don't ever do drugs, don't ever pick anything up. You
Okay.
know, because once you do, it's hard to let it go. And it's a beast. It's a beast.
Yeah.
You know, so. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
Cool.
for
It was nice
giving your time.
meeting you.
Yes, I tried to meet you too.
Yeah.